Before you rent out your RV on RV sharing apps, you definitely want to install some sort of tracker. Hello and welcome back to Gears and Tech. We've covered the use of the Carlock GPS tracking systems for keeping track of your personal car, your personal vehicle, or vehicle of friends and loved ones. And they work really great for that. But today I want to prep this RV, which is our brand new RV, and we are about to rent it out on an RV sharing system. Now, the particular one that we use is RVEzy up here in Canada. I'm aware that there are a number of other RV sharing platforms out there that you can be part of. And it doesn't matter what one you're using, you definitely want to have some peace of mind to make sure that you know where your valuable possessions are at all times. And that's where a device like this comes in. Now, this was sent to us by Carlock, and we had asked them, is this suitable for an RV? Now, I have this particular one right here, which in my opinion is the best suited for an RV. But their basic OBD2 model can be paired with something like this, which is an OBD2 converter port. And all it does is allows you to plug your OBD car tracking system, Carlock or otherwise, and then you can power it up the exact same way that we're gonna connect this system up. So if you have a different brand or you have Carlock, but the one that plugs into your car, then this is the module that you're looking for to make that work. The install today will be very, very similar to what you would do with those, just you're swapping these two devices. So why Carlock? And why a device like this? I have looked at many other options. Particularly, I used to rent my boat out actually. And when I rented my boat out, I used an old cell phone and an app called Life 360. Now, those in my family and my immediate circle have started to call this the Stalker app. And that's because it's an app you install on a phone and it allows you to track where that phone is at any given time, as long as the phone has an active data connection. So I just hid an old cell phone in the front of my boat somewhere, connected it up to the charger so it was always charged, and that worked really great. The problem was when one of the renters had water come up over the bow of the boat and it destroyed my phone and I no longer had tracking. That was a very stressful moment in time where you have a very expensive piece of equipment that you no longer know where it is, and that becomes a huge problem for you. So a device like this is specially made to track vehicles. Now, this will withstand a lot of environmental conditions, but I'm going to install it in one of my front storage bins so that I make sure that it is nowhere near any kind of water or dirt or mud or anything like that. Gamso. Are you paying too much for Netflix, Spotify, Disney+, Crunchyroll, Duolingo, Canva, or Adobe? Gamso has you covered with premium shared subscriptions for a fraction of the price directly from the distributor. Yes, Gamso is the shared premium experience that you've been looking for that saves a ton of money. I personally use Gamso for my Netflix, my Spotify, my Disney+, and my Crunchyroll subscriptions, and I have saved tons of money by switching to Gamso. Switching to Gamso is as easy as clicking the link in the description or up in the title card, which will take you to the main Gamso website. Select the services that you're looking for and buy them. But to show you how easy it is, we're gonna take 30 seconds and we're gonna sign up for Netflix. So we've clicked the affiliate link and I'm gonna click purchase now on Netflix. Now we have an option to buy 3 months or 6 months. I'm gonna buy a 6-month membership. I'm gonna say activate auto renewal because you don't wanna miss out anyway. Now in my case, I only need one profile. That means that I get one of the 5 included shared profiles with my Netflix account, and I can install it on one device in my home. Do you have multiple devices in your home? You might want to switch to the 5 profiles option, which also unlocks multiple devices so that you can use all of your profiles across multiple devices. But in my case, one profile is plenty. Now, this is the most important step. It's gonna say, do you have a promo code? Yes, I do. And the promo code is GEARS. We're gonna apply our promo code and it's gonna say, this is a valid promo code. We're gonna click to go to payment, and then we're gonna enter in all of our details. This is a one-time payment of just $21.26. That is crazy cheap for premium Netflix on one device with one profile. I'm going to pay now. I'm going to enter my credit card information, and that's it. Once you've paid, you get immediate access to Netflix, and it's as simple as logging into your Gamso account, getting the username and passkey, and then going to legit Netflix. Now it's going to immediately say, well, who is this? Now I am account number 3, Gears and Tech, and it's going to ask for my PIN code because I locked this down. Once I have my PIN code in, now instantly I am in the full premium Netflix experience. This gives me HD Netflix, I can download it, and it's that simple. And it works the same on all your other favorite streaming platforms. This is truly an amazing deal. You don't want to miss it. Click the link down below to grab your deal. But install will be nice and easy. And it's a lot cheaper than trying to use an old cell phone and have a data connection for that. There is a connection fee for this that you do have to pay monthly, and most of these systems will have a monthly fee. And that's where you're gonna ask me, Anton, what about using an AirTag? Yes, a lot of people have used AirTags. The problem with AirTags are they do not have a cellular connection on their own. They rely on somebody having an Apple device nearby, and then the AirTag pairing with that, and then utilizing the cellular connection from that phone to broadcast its location. The biggest problem is when that AirTag connects to an Apple device, the Apple device tells you, hey, your position is being tracked. And that immediately will make people be very cautious, curious, and possibly a little bit scared about using your RV because it notifies them. Some people even will look for those AirTags and throw them out. Whereas this will not give anyone any notification of anything. They will be totally unsuspecting. They won't know, they won't care. What they won't know won't hurt them. Plus the AirTags, the batteries die, and there's just so many different variables that makes it where it wouldn't work. Whereas this will always work as long as there is a data connection. And these will work across all of the United States and Canada. So if your trailer goes into a different part of the country, as long as there's some sort of cellular coverage, this will work. So now that we've covered the benefits of having this, let's talk about where I'm going to install it. In my trailer, right underneath where I'm sitting, is actually the main 12-volt distribution block. And originally I was thinking about installing it there. The reason why I am not going to install it there is because as soon as the isolator switch is turned off on the RV, that panel box is also dead. Now this does have a built-in battery, and the battery will last, I think they say up to 7 days or so. But what happens if the battery's not turned on for more than 7 days? This battery will die and it will not report its position again until the battery is turned on, and then this charges sufficiently enough to boot back up and actually run. Now on my trailer, I actually have solar panels that are always connected to the battery, even if the switch is off. And that's what I'm going to connect this to, because I know that it will always have power then. If you do not have a solar panel system, you're going to look to install this right up at the front with the RV batteries and shove it inside the battery box. There's always going to be room for it. You can just shove it in there. That is the easiest install. That way you know no one's looking for it, no one can see it, no one's going to find it. We actually happen to have a lithium battery on here, so it's a little bit harder to install it right at the battery, and that's why I'm going to put it at the solar panel. So I'm going to take you to the install next. Now, the install is going to be a little bit interesting because it is in a cubby hole up front. There's not a lot of space, so I will try to get you guys in there as well so you can see what I'm doing, but it is a very, very tight space, so you might not be able to totally see what I'm doing. I'll do my best. So this had this cover on here. I know the lighting in here is not very good at all, but this is my smart solar charger. I've pulled this battery off, and the first thing is I'm going to the load side. The reason I'm going to the load side is even when the power is off to the isolator, this always has power. Now I've checked this with a meter, so I know for sure that that's true, but if you're not sure, you can check to make sure that you have battery power here somewhere all the time. Now I've got this little kit, and that's because I actually have this cigarette adapter here that I have plugged in as well, so that I can always charge my battery generator off of my RV, which I showed you how to hook up in a different video. So I'm going to actually cut the ends off of this guy and splice them together so that I can power both off the same ports. Now these things are very handy to have a tool like this because it'll strip your wires really easily. Then I can crimp everything down onto one of these guys as long as I've got one that fits. So I think I'm gonna go with the blue because blue should still fit in that hole, and it does. Now, one thing that you're gonna need to know, there's these little white tabs in here that get in your way. And there's one out right there. Those will be a pain in the butt. I couldn't see it without removing this cover, and then I saw that they were in there. So once you loosen the screws, they'll just pop right out. So all I've done is twisted the two negative wires together, and then I can shove that up inside that hole there. And then we want to cinch that down. It's always good when you're done to give it a tug test. Make sure it's not going to come out for some reason. Now we got our positive. Just like that, and then cinch this guy down, give the tug test, and we're looking for some sort of indicator that this is on. You can see our LED light is blinking. So now this just needs to go somewhere, and for me, I'm going to put it up over here. This has double-sided sticky tape, so I am going to just use that by cleaning that off real nice. Move that cord out of the way, and we're going to stick that right there. Now, if you didn't think that that was going to stay there, you can put some screws in there as well. I don't want to because I think it will stay just fine. So now I can put this cover back on. That is it for the install here. The next thing to do is open the app and register the device. I don't think I need to show you how to go through the app and register because it's pretty straightforward. Just start with the app and off you go. Let's head back inside the trailer and wrap this all up. Now that's how easy the install is. The biggest thing is making sure that you have a constant, reliable 12-volt power supply to power this thing up that runs off of the batteries before any isolator switch. Exactly where you install it, it's totally up to you. There's easy places, there's harder places. It depends on, do you want it to be visible? Do you want it to be not visible? Do you want it to be hidden? And you can get creative with that. But as long as you have 12-volt power, you're good to go. As far as network coverage, I had said it before, but this will work anywhere where you have cellular connection. So as long as your cell phone shows service, this shows service. When you buy it, you will get an activation card. It comes with the first month free. So the cost to buy the hardware, somewhat expensive up front, but you get that 1 month for free, and then you continue to pay monthly for that. You can also pause it. If you only rent seasonally, you can pause service for the times that you don't need coverage, and then turn it back on whenever you're ready. It is very scalable. Now, many of you guys may wonder, what the heck are these things? These are extra vibration sensors that can be installed in different places. Now, these are mostly going to be useful. You could put them on the doors of the RV, and if somebody was opening and closing the doors while it was parked and nobody was using the trailer, or should be using the trailer, you would know right away if somebody was going through this. These are especially handy if you store your RV in a storage park somewhere where you don't have visibility or access to it. I've got 3 of these because I have 3 doors. So I can put one on each door, and anytime a door opens, it will notify me that a door has been opened. Now, if it's far away, it's not gonna help you a whole lot because you gotta get there and figure out what somebody's doing there, but at least you know if somebody's been opening or closing those doors. So it's a really neat add-on that is more exclusive to Carlock than some of those other brands that are out there. If any of the products that you've seen today interest you, I will put a link in the description where you can pick these up yourself and get that peace of mind that we've been promising through this whole video. Hey, thanks for watching all the way to the end of this video. We hope you enjoy the content in this video, and we'd love to have you come back. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And for those subscribers who are looking for that extra special thing that you can do to support this channel, consider joining our members group. That's where we're building this community, the Gears and Tech community, where we can all enjoy content together. You'll get special perks, which we'd love for you to check out by clicking the link down below. For those of you who are just happy to watch the video, that's okay too. You can check out some of our other content right over here, where we've got some previous videos that have already been uploaded and enjoyed by many of our viewers already. We do hope to see you again. This has been Gears and Tech. Have a great day.